You know what today is, right? You know. Y'all seen that title, baby. I got the Wahala 2 palette with me. And baby, just looking at these eyes, y'all know. Dang near every tutorial I do, I talk crap about blue eyeshadows. I don't like the color. It just, a blue t-shirt, a pair of blue jeans, a blue jacket, all of that is fabulous. But when I see blue on the eyes and on the lips, it's like, who did this? This was not my idea. I already know this was not my idea. But you already know. It was y'all's. This was y'all idea. Y'all set me up for this. Y'all, Torrence, you look beautiful in blue. Because y'all got me with that one look tutorial. So I went ahead and did this for y'all, and I'm here to let y'all know. This was y'all fault. Y'all the ones who gassed me up and kept telling me, Torrence, blue look fabulous on you. We want all this. You know what? So I did it. And this is just to show that I love y'all. So before we get started on this tutorial, I want to ask y'all to please hit that subscribe button because I check my analytics. And baby, y'all know y'all shady. Y'all be bringing the Wahala. Because baby, why did they tell me that over half of y'all that watch my videos not subscribe? Y'all is messy and y'all, baby, y'all the real Patty Betty. For all of you who are subscribed to my channel, I love you. Thank you for supporting me. For those of you who haven't and came to watch the tutorial, go ahead and click that subscribe button, honey. I upload 3 times a week. It's free 99 every month, meaning you can afford it as well, honey. If I can afford free 99, I know you can afford it. But we're going to go ahead and get into this tutorial. I'm going to give y'all my thoughts in the end. Because baby, I'm not the biggest fan of blues, but I do want to give everything its fair chance and an honest review. So any and all tools I use will be in the description bar below. I'm going to give you a first impressions review on every shade I used. And although this is a juviasplace tutorial, we did throw in a little lip balm because they collab with Justine Skye, and then we sprinkled in a little ochre because they collab with Nikki Tutorials. So I hope you all truly enjoyed this tutorial, but I've talked enough smack for now, so I'm going to go ahead, shut up, and get started with this tutorial. Alright you guys, it's time to jump into things. This week, we've been playing with colors that don't make me too comfortable. I've already done my orange. Now it's time for blue, and I'm sitting back like, baby, they called it Wahala 2 for a reason because blue to me is full of drama, honey. That's what we got on our blue t-shirt though, girl. This is the shirt I wore when I went skydiving. No, this is the shirt I picked up after I went skydiving. If you live in Michigan and you would like to try skydiving, I truly recommend Skydive to come see. I'll leave my video link right here above showing my jump on my birthday this year on Labor Day. Absolutely recommend it to anyone who's interested. But today we are playing with the Wahala 2 palette, and when I tell you, girl, the packaging is beautiful, but all these blues got me scared. They got me scared, but for y'all, we're gonna go ahead and do it because you all absolutely love the orange look, and I'm here to make you all happy. This set also came with the Wahala Mini Lip Duo. Came in a container like this, and I was actually surprised that they did a lip duo set this time. Most often during their releases, all the lip products are released individually. So to know that I could get 2 samples for the price of 1 full size, you know I had to get on it. And to me, what really makes these 2 special is the fact that we get a gloss and a liquid lipstick. We don't have to choose between the 2. They come in this small packaging here once you take them out, and they have the same artwork as they do on the palette here, which is absolutely beautiful. But you all know, although lips are my favorite part of the body and I'm excited to try those, it's this eyeshadow palette that everyone has come to see, honey. And as you can see, we have a row of like silvers and whites. This row here, although it looks blue on camera, it does have a slight purple undertone to it. This one here has a slight green undertone to it. Then we have our greens, our oranges, and this row here looks like pinks and purples. And for my first impressions, I'm going to try to stick to the second and third row here, but I will eventually come back and let you know how the rest of these rows worked. But we've done enough of the chit chat, honey. And before we get started, I want to give you a close-up of this palette because the shades are absolutely beautiful. We have different finishes from matte to shimmer to glitters. I know many people aren't a fan of glitters, but I absolutely love them, and I will be using them in this tutorial today. And just looking at this palette, it appears we have 3 matte blues. We have this light shade here, Wicked. We have a medium one here called Fury, and a dark one here called Dream. So more than likely, I'm about to put all 3 of those in the crease. I'll leave all tools and products in the description bar below, but we're about to get into it. I'm going to start things off with this shade here, Wicked, as my transition shade. First impression is it's easy to pick up product on the brush, but because of the smaller pan sizes and me using such a large blending brush, it did take a little jiggling to get in there, but I was able to get the job done. And considering the fact most of us aren't going to ever go through a full shadow, there's no need to have a larger pan. It's just that I like to be able to swirl my brush around, and this isn't a shadow large enough to do so. But we're not going to fault it for that. What we is going to fault it for is if it don't blend the way we want it to. So let's get into it. Ooh. Okay. She said, who ain't coming with no pigmentation? Alright, now let's get that going. It's blending out nice. I'm going to take that and try to blend that up as high as possible. We're going to blend this out through the entire crease. I'm going to take that all the way up. Because I'm all the way up, honey, and nothing can stop me. Alrighty. On that first blend, I'm liking how everything's spread out. Was hoping for a little more pigmentation, but for transition, we're gonna go ahead and work with it. Let's see how layer 2 goes. Going a little slower just to try to retain as much of that color as possible. Okay, we're getting more pigmentation on the second layer, so that lets me know this is buildable. Let's see if she blends as easily on the second layer. And once again, I always have issues right here on the outer half of my eye, simply because I have that bone there. And with this being such a vivid color, honey, you got to make sure that transition is on point. Alright, I'm liking this, I'm liking this. So what we're going to do now is I'm about to jump ahead, do this on the other side, and I'll be right back. Baby, when I tell you, that's a big blown out color. I'm already sitting back looking like, ooh, that's going to be a whole lot of blue. But we wasn't scared of skydiving, and we ain't going to be scared to put this shade Fury on the inner half of my crease. Okay, we got me a slightly smaller brush. We're going to go in, see how she coats and dips. So I just tapped off my brush, and because this is the mid shade, we're going to put this only on the inner half and see how she turned out. Okay, once again, I'm seeing her there. She's blending nicely, but I'm not sure she's giving me the pigmentation I would like. So we're going to go in this time, and we're going to coat our brush, and we're not going to tap it off. See, we're going to press, press, press into this area, and buff and build slow. And then buff it up as high as possible. In person, I can see a difference, but I think this is not going to be the color that is truly going to stand out for our crease with these blues. Luckily, we still have that shade Dream to do on the outer half. What I'm going to do is go ahead, jump to the other side, and we're going to give that time to sit and marinate while we see if it's going to come through and go through. So what I'm going to do now that I've blended out the inner half on this side, I'm going to let that sit, jump to the other side, and hopefully that deepens up in color when we come back. Alright, once again, just looking right here. In person, I can truly tell a difference, but on camera, I don't think the difference is showing up. Already feeling a little suspicious about this blue, but we do it for y'all, so we gonna keep going. And the last color I want to use in my crease is this dark blue Dream. I want to use that on the outer half of my crease as well as the outer V. And although these are powder products, I can say just based off kick up and how much product I'm picking up, it seems like this shade Dream here is the butteriest of them all. It has very little kick up, it picks up very well, so I am hoping this is really dark. Okay, come through Dream, that's what I'm talking about. That's the color I was looking for. I can clearly see where that's getting deeper than the rest. Look at that without blending them out. You can see that on camera that that's darker than that transition shade, baby. That's what we needed. We buff and blend that out a bit. Okay, see, yeah, Juvia's, that's what we need. Dream is a dream. I don't even think I'm gonna need a second layer for that, but just because I'm excited, we're gonna go in and do it anyway. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some crease colors, baby. And normally I will go ahead and put it on the outer V, but we're gonna wait till we put glitter glue down. We'll jump ahead, put this on the other side, and then we'll be right back. Just based off what we've done so far, I can honestly say that first shade Wicked was nice. It blended out as a transition. I guess I wish it would have had a tiny bit more pigmentation, but because it is a blue, it's probably best that it didn't. Now I'm going to cut my crease using my NYX glitter adhesive. And just like with my previous tutorials, I'm going to cut the crease very high and in front of the eye. I just want to get this base cut first. Then bring my brush right in front of the eye to make sure we got a dramatic look going. Ooh, she gonna be real high. Got her. Gotta swoop up the other side now. Now that we have our crease cut, I'm going to go back in with that darkest blue Dream, and we're going to use that to fill up our outer V. Going to pack this color on one side of the brush and just press it right here on the deepest corner. And we're going to do 2 layers just to make sure, 1, we haven't missed a spot, and 2, to make sure we have full opacity. And you can see that blue shade comes out a little bit darker on a techie base than it does blending it out in the crease. I'll go ahead, do this on this side. Just sitting here looking, I'm trying to figure out, okay, like Torrence, which shades have the biggest, brightest, boldest colors? And just to give me the most texture, we are definitely putting golds here, which is a glitter in the inner half. And I think for the outer half, we're going to go in with this shade here, Dope. Because I think following your goals is a dope thing to do. And just looking at this glitter, honey, I can already tell you it has much larger chunks than that previous one did. There appears to be 3, if not 4 glitters. Golds and gold have really large chunks. It looks like Colo and 419 has some smaller ones, but we here for the drama, honey, so we want the one with the boldest color. And I'm gonna start right here on the lid, and I want to press really slow because this thing has several different sizes and colors. I'm seeing blue, I'm seeing green, I'm seeing circular pieces and very tiny pieces. Okay, honey. I'm going to have to dip this multiple times because you can only pick up so much color at once. And with glitters, you want to work slowly, honey. Fallout more than likely will happen, but we don't want to risk any of that falling into the eye. And baby, those small green reflex in there, I think this might be my new favorite glitter. Oh, baby, even on camera, that is absolutely stunning. Oh, this ain't even fair. I promise you, this glitter is so pretty, I might buy me a second palette just to have this one shade. I got to hurry up and do the other side. Like, oh my, this glitter is so beautiful, honey. When I tell you, I am just sitting here looking at my lids like, baby, that color is absolutely stunning. We got to hurry up and put dope on our lids now. Okay, dope was a little hard to pick up, but being a dark blue, that was truly expected. And I'm starting to see that this blue has a very, I'm not gonna say it's a duochrome, it may just be purple reflex in this, but this doesn't come off as just a straight blue, which makes it even prettier because it gives it depth of color. And it appears it was just hard to pick up on that very first go round, maybe because it was already pressed in, but on this second pickup, it truly just came up like any other shadow. It's building and layering absolutely wonderfully. And I think I can leave that like that. Okay. Alright, so it looked like they got these shimmers down packed, baby. Gonna hit up this other side. Baby girl, let me tell you something. I don't do blue. Anytime I've ever done blue, I've always added another color to it. Usually, anytime I do a blue look, I like to go in with the yellow transition to guarantee me when I start blending those blues, it'll turn green. This is so pretty here, honey. I don't think I'm gonna need it. I haven't even finished, and I'm already excited to see what's next. So I tell you, honey, we're about to cut away, finish the face off, and when I come back, I'll show you how we'll finish off the eyes and the lips. Honey, what you looking at me all crazy for? I told y'all we was doing the blue look. Blue is really not my color, but you all wanted to see it, so I'm gonna try to make you happy. So we're gonna tell you what we did off camera. First, we went in with the blue eyeliner. I wanted to bring back my Eyelash Smudge Proof Eyeliner from the Lip Bar with the Justine Sky collab. Have that on my lower lash line here. Since we were already playing with the Lip Bar, we figured we'd keep it going. I'm wearing their Bullet lipstick in the shade Icon. This is a blue lipstick. I used it as a lipstick and a liner because I didn't have a blue lip liner dark enough to cover this. And because I was already standing over there by the Lip Bar, I decided to grab my Fresh Glow Bronzer and Blush Duo. I'm not wearing the bronzer, but I am wearing the blush here in Shopping Spree. This is the Duo Just Got Paid. I believe this is also their most popular one, so if you see it and you like it, I would recommend grabbing it. It has this large pan of blush here at the bottom. On the top, you have a large pan of bronzer. It's a beautiful compact. For a highlighter, I finally got to test out my Niku Tutorials highlighting trio. On her first collab, I believe she did neutral highlighting shades, but then she came back and did a duochrome. One had a pink shift to it, one had a blue. And although I bought the one with a pink shift and a full size, I didn't want a blue highlighter that big. So I got it in this trio set, which honestly was a better value because it gave me 3 colors and I didn't have these first 2 shades over here. So I'm using this shade here, Space Baby, as a highlighter. I layered that with my Fuego simply because that blue was just a little too strong on my warm tone skin. So by adding that Fuego with it, it helped diminish it a little bit. But here you can still tell that is a blue highlighter, and in person I think it'll come off a little more stronger. But it's nice to know that if you pay attention, you'll stop and go, wait, that has a shift to it. So we enjoying that. Honey, but we are not finished with the eyes here. I am truly enjoying this look because I told you, blue is not my color, but things have been showing out. For the lower lash line, we want to try to stick into the same color family. So because we're using these two rows, we're going to go in right here with this shade Money and a pencil brush and smudge that on the lower lash line. And more than likely, I'm going to take a push liner brush just because I want to add a different depth and dimension. Switch that. What I'm going to do is take a pencil brush and use this shade here, Money, on the inner half, and then put this shade Bold on the outer half. So we're going to start here on the inner half. Oh yeah, another one in color. I want to make sure I only take this halfway so I can leave space for the other color on the other side. But I am loving how many of these shades have dual chrome effects to them. And that first shade, Money, was absolutely stunning. It picked up wonderfully, it blended wonderfully, and the fact that it has that green undertone is giving me life. I'm picking up this shade Bold here. Looks like it has more of a purple undertone to it. Helping connect to that outer V and match that color nicely. Our last two steps for the eyes are going to be highlighting our brow bone and inner corner. For the brow, I want to go in with this shade here, Fame. And for my inner corner, I want to use this glitter shade, Gold. Truth be told, I really think I picked up too much product on this brush. But because we're going for the dramatics today, I'm not really going to feel bad about it. This shade does have some floating pearls in it, and that is exactly why I picked it up. I need something that's going to sparkle from a distance, baby. And normally for my inner corner, I would use the same highlighter all over the face, but because this glitter is so pretty, I want something that's going to stand out just as strong as it will. And silver isn't my favorite color in the world, so I want to go ahead, test that out too. And we're going to take and before I put that glitter on my inner corner, I forgot I put that first layer down and that glue may have dried. So I'm going to take my brush with no additional product on it and just use that to smudge a little bit of tackiness right here on my inner corner to ensure that when I put that glitter down, it'll have something to stick to. And now we're just going to take the same silicone applicator. I flipped it over because I still have green on this side here. And we're just going to go in with that silver gold. And just based off first impressions, I can tell you this silver glitter is pressed the softest out of every shade I've used so far. Like immediately when you press into the pan, the sparkles just all shift and move. Baby, she dramatic, ain't she? Look at that. Baby, that glitter is not playing with us. For the last step, I just want to show you all the two lip products that they have. Because I'm wearing a lipstick already, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little gloss on top in the center of the lips. But I will be using a different tool because I don't want to risk getting this blue lipstick on this pink gloss. The gloss is called Petty Betty, and just the name alone got me loving it. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a swatch of this. And I'm just now realizing I never cleaned off the back of my hand from when I wiped my brush. So please excuse that color. Ooh, and she a pigmented little thing too. Okay. This here is Petty Betty. As you can see, she's a very vibrant pink. Next, we have a liquid lipstick in the shade Shakara. She looks a little more peachy, but she does have a nice pink undertone to her. Ooh, this smells good. It smells like lemon pound cake. Not lemon, I meant vanilla. Lemon is my absolute favorite flavor, so that's what jumped out. But this has a very nice vanilla scent to it. And as you can see, it's that peachy shade here. It's definitely a thicker and more opaque formula, But for a liquid lipstick, I would expect that. I'll just swipe this on my finger and pat that in. This could truly ruin this whole lip look, but we're gonna go ahead and risk it anyway. Okay, she just turned it into a glossy lip. Go ahead. And I'm telling you, it smells just like lemon pound cake. Vanilla. I'm sorry, you all. It is early in the morning. Look at her. We got a glossy lip going. Fix Plus to add a dewy glow. All-nighter, so things last all day. Cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Gonna give this a few more seconds to dry and I'll be back to give you all my final thoughts. And this is the final look. Want to go ahead, give you all the full face view of things before I give you my final thoughts. And baby, who said I don't like blues no more? When I tell you, honey, I'm not gonna lie and say blues is my favorite. But when you go ahead and you add other colors to blue, to me, that's when it truly shines. Just going in with a straight blue crease, blue lid, all of that, no. Like I said, in the past, I've always added it with yellow just because greens are my favorite. But to have just green undertones here, a little purple undertone there, but still have that main color of blue, honey, I think this might be the prettiest look I've done for my channel so far. I'm just sitting here looking like, okay, we got blue highlighter, blue lips, blue eyes, blue shirt. And this is just stunning, honey. The textures, the colors, like, Wahala too, I'm liking her, honey. At first, I was a little upset because I was looking like, okay, Torrence, this is a lot of colors you are not going to use. The only thing I can say I had any issues with would be this shade here, Fury. And it's not that it's a bad shade, it's just there isn't enough difference between Wicked, Fury, and Dream to use all three at the same time. If for any reason you want to do a blue smoke, I would say take Wicked as your transition and then Dream as your crease shade. Fury is not deep enough to go ahead and use both of those. So if I were to ever go in with Fury again, I would use that by itself, say as a one color look, or use this in the crease and use something else that's not blue in the transition area, such as Lit right here, which is a lighter color. Maybe even if you go in with a very large blending brush, you can go in with ASAP, but I would not use this shade Fury with another matte blue in this palette. Other than that, I'm loving it, especially, where is it? Goals. This shade here, Goals, this blue glitter with the green reflex in it, it's my favorite color in this palette right now. I'm sitting here just looking at all these other shades. I'm even looking at these greens, and something's telling me with the depth that we have here, with the sparkle I'm getting, I don't see how any other shade in here can top this color. And I'm not playing. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I can get another palette because I want a backup of this shade. I know I got a large collection. I know I may never run through this one, but the idea of, but what if? And then I ain't gonna lie to you. This lipstick, baby. Y'all know I stick to my neutral lipsticks. I love a new glossy lip, but I've been stepping more out of the box playing with colors because I see everybody else rocking red, orange, blue lipsticks, and it's like, honey, I want to join the color family too. But you know what? No point in lying. The formula was nice, but this isn't a color I see myself doing on a regular basis. But I'm telling you, I was truly surprised at this Petty Betty gloss because it is such a pigmented color that I just knew once I put it on top of here, it was either going to separate, it was either going to turn this into a whole nother color. But she layered and blended nicely, and especially with a name like Petty Betty, girl, we had to have it. Didn't try the Shakara liquid lipstick, but I will try this weekend and let you all know how this is in a future video. But I don't think we have anything else to talk about, honey. The look is nice. Nikki Tutorials came through with that highlighter, baby. Never had a chance to try that out, so it just seems like today we had a face full of first impressions and I'm loving it. If you all truly enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. If you're already subscribed, I want to say thank you for joining the gang. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And please leave me a comment down below letting me know if A, you either have this collection or B, you plan on getting it, because I'm telling you, I thought I liked that Wahala 1 palette. She's stunning, she got a large color range, but baby, I think I finally found me a blue palette, y'all. My subscribers kept telling me, you know, Torrence, don't give up, keep trying, keep doing this, it's out there, and I gotta give it to you all. I listened to you, I stepped out in faith, and honey, this is absolutely beautiful. And I just can't wait for you all to see this video because I am so excited to not only find something I love, but something I truly believe you all love. But I've talked enough and I need to head off to work. So with nothing else to say, I hope you all continue to practice. Remember to stay blessed, and until next time, goodbye, YouTube.